have people that are telling the truth about what this is, which we're doing, and there are people that are out there that are trying to spin what the truth is into something that fits a narrative. So yes, I can see how people can mistake an FBI informant for an FBI agent. That's why it's important that we tell people an informant is not an agent. And it's why it's important that people like Stephen Smith not go off on a rant like these are FBI agents when in fact they're informants. Again, almost every probably gang activity you see, drug sales, whatever, have informants, local police, state police, FBI involved somewhere in there. The best thing the Republicans can do now is just like put this FBI thing away into bed. It's a conspiracy theory, completely untrue. And I will say quickly, the FBI and the federal government should have right away said, yes, we had 26 informants or whatever. The fact that it's been 3 or 4 years has actually created this theory of conspiracy, but truly, it's not a conspiracy. It's time.
What's up, y'all? Gerald here, creator of Gospel Chops and your host for this YouTube channel, back with another video. Now, y'all, I believe it was Eleanor Roosevelt who once said that great minds talk about ideas, average minds talk about events, and small minds talk about people. So I need to note a distinction here before we get into this video that we are not talking about people per se. We are using people as examples to talk about broader ideas, the idea of political independence, the idea of being wedded to a political plantation, and the idea of a new day for America going into 2025 with this new presidency. Some people are still butthurt in the community. And some of y'all, I know, watch me and you're not connected so closely to the blackity blacks. So let me spell it out for you. I did a video the other day about Roland Martin shooting at Stephen A. Smith. He took offense to some of the things that Stephen A. said. But Stephen A., in expressing his political opinions, stated clearly, I'm a registered independent. Well, so am I, Stephen A. Shout out, bro. But as independents, we know that we are not wedded to that Democrat plantation where most of the blackity blacks are wedded. We don't depend on the Democrats. We don't rely on the Democrats. And in fact, we got a little disdain for those Democrats because their policies have wrecked the community over time. But there seems to be some people like Roland Martin who still ain't come to grips with that. Why? Well, we know why. Because some of these blackity blacks are paid operatives. Oh, it's been proven. Y'all do your research, look it up, Google it. You'll find that some of these folks that call themselves spokesmouths for the Democrat Party are nothing more than paid operatives, informants, if you will. We'll get to that in another video. But Roland took some shots at Stephen A., called him by his government name, y'all, called him out simply for having opinions that differ from Roland's. And we understand, y'all, when you get out here in these YouTube streets, it's rough out here sometimes, and you can catch a stray just by camming up and stating your opinion. We understand it. We understand the risk, but we take that risk in order to seek a greater good, put out some positivity, and try to improve the community, if only in words, if only psychologically. We want to plant some seeds in your mind and just make you think a little piece. Is that all right? Well, no, it's not always all right, as Stephen A. found out, because Roland took some shots directly at the man. And well, y'all, here we are, mentioning these people in the blackity black community, these two men, one of which is known to speak his mind, is an alpha male in work and in deed, and he puts boot to backside on his podcast all the time. That's Stephen A. Smith. And the other, Roland Martin, takes to his podcast and, well, he's been known in the past not to put boot to backside, but he seems to enjoy looking at male backside on his podcast, and that's been proven as well. But Stephen A. Smith took a little offense to what Roland had to say. Oh, I'll match your offense with my offense. And you're going to get some of this ire. You're going to get some of this blowback because mano y mano, I ain't scared of you, bruh. My bag bigger than yours and my voice is bigger than yours. If you want to shoot at me for no reason, well, I'm going to just blow back.
So, Stephen A., what were Democrats lying about? What were they lying about? All of a sudden, MAGA's like, oh, no. This is all the FBI. No! Prince, tell us what's going on.
That's right.
This is stupid. And I tried not to go here. I tried, and I'm sorry. Damn it, read. Call somebody. Check the damn facts. And so I'm sick of people. And yes, Stephen A., they using your clip. But Stephen A., you wrong. You are 100% wrong in your analysis. And I don't want to have to make this video, but you're wrong. Everything that you said in your video was wrong.
Stephen A. Smith is dangerous. And the fact of the matter is, as I've often said about him, I don't have a problem with somebody jumping into different genres, but you need to apply the same journalistic principles that you use in sports, Stephen A. Smith, to the politics. And you're not doing that in any way, shape, or form. You're serving as a puppet for these guys. It makes me question who you really voted for. And just like with the lady, Miss Lee, the Asian American woman, it seems like people are doing their best to curry favor. This with Trump and his ilk. This is factually inaccurate, and it's disgraceful that Stephen A. Smith continues to jump into politics when he does not know what he's talking about. And the fact that he would put insurrection with air quotes shows everything that it says about where he really sees things. And people need to really start calling him out like you did tonight when he's doing this type of nonsense. And I can't wait for the clip to share it. Stephen A. Smith, if you're going to jump into this fray, either know what you're talking about or just come out and say you're 100% MAGA so everybody can be clear about it, because you can't keep trying to straddle the fence and think anybody on this side of the world, meaning this side of the truth, is going to respect you.
In case you haven't realized it, y'all, it's kind of tough being a black man in America when you're not wedded to the Democrat plantation. You don't get as many opportunities. You don't get as many cake jobs. You don't get as many backroom political paychecks. But black men are out here, and I need it to be known. I need to amplify this message so that the people out there know that there are brothers out here who mean good for the community. That ain't about a check. It ain't about notoriety. It's not about political clout. There's folks out here who are letting a good word be known, letting a good word be heard, in hopes that it will help somebody along the way, in hopes that it will open someone's eyes to the reality of the political climate in this country. We want y'all to get off that plantation. We want you to loose yourself. We want the devil to loose his hold on your life. Come over to the conservative side. Now, we know Stephen A. ain't all the way over there. He kind of a fence sitter. He wobbles from side to side when it's politically appropriate. But it seems that Stephen A. is coming into his own, and his own thinking, his own mindset seems to align more with conservatives. Well, shout out to Stephen A. He out here talking right. And when you're an independent like myself, you can call balls and strikes. You can call out the left when they're wrong and call out the right when they're right.
What I'm saying is these people that were behind the scenes before they came on as your panelists, I recall one person saying, I either need to know what the hell I'm talking about or admit that I'm 100% MAGA. I got news for you. I'm neither. I don't completely know all the intricate details, nor am I MAGA. I'm a registered independent who voted for Kamala Harris. Oh, by the way, they tried to sit up there and say, I didn't vote for Kamala Harris. I'm sorry, I thought y'all were about facts. I did vote for her. I had my issues. I had my reservations, but I was unapologetic about who I was voting for, and I was very transparent about it. Where's your facts? So you get to engage in innuendo, express frustration, but I can't? Why not? Every time we turn around, all I was trying to say is that something repeatedly comes up that gives the right fodder to say, see, look what they did. When President Joe Biden decided to pardon his son Hunter, I got no problems with that. But I did have a problem with them lying about it for months, saying We're about the rule of law. We're about the rule of law. We're about the rule of law. He said he's not going to pardon Hunter. It's about the rule of law, the rule of law, the rule of law. And then all of a sudden he pardons him and you hear crickets. So here come the right again. See, they're lying. I've often joked about people like Sean Hannity and other conservatives that I know that if you are a Republican and you shot somebody in broad daylight on Fifth Avenue in New York City, the first words that would come out of their mouth is the Democrats did it first. Because their real salty position is not about acting like they're holier than thou. It's about the Democrats always acting like they're on a higher moral ground and they're above board when one nugget of evidence after another always comes forth showing us they're not. That is frustrating for somebody who doesn't know all the facts and intricate details and studies this night and day like Roland Martin. Everybody's industry or chosen profession isn't following what's happening on Capitol Hill and everything associated with it. People working 9 to 5s, taking care of families, getting stuck in traffic for 2 hours a day, preoccupied with an abundance of other things, relying on others to give them information, but also frustrated that everybody's got to spin. That's all I was saying. I didn't take a definitive position against anybody into perpetuity. I'm simply making the point that it gets frustrating to see little nuggets of intel always leaking out, usually after the fact, incriminating one side or the other all the damn time. And Roland Martin will come up with his facts and he'll spew them out for the world to know. That doesn't erase the perception. And Roland Martin, you know this better than me, bruh. Perceptions provoke people's attitude while they walk to the polls, even more so than the facts. It's not that the facts don't matter, but that they always seem so debatable. Ultimately, it comes back to how you feel. Am I clear enough, B? Am I convoluted now? Fellas, ladies, I'm a frustrated voter. I watched the Democrats get their ass kicked. I watched them in the aftermath of the election literally say, well, Trump really didn't win the popular vote. I mean, he didn't get 50% of the vote. Who cares? He won the popular vote. He won the electoral college vote. He won all the swing states. He increased in practically every demographic. And you got people coming on the airways. Well, it really wasn't a referendum against the Democratic Party because, you know what? He didn't get 50% of the vote. He didn't get 50% of the popular vote. Really? They got the White House, the House, and the Senate. I was speaking macro. I was just saying, hey, yet another thing that they can point to stake some claim to how they've been victimized by the hands of the left. Are they probably lying? Some of them, yeah, sure. But what are the Democrats doing? The Democrats, they're for the working class, they're for the working class, they're for the working class. Well, the working class doesn't feel that way. Then after the election, we're hearing some Democrats go out there and they're talking about how too many people in the party are about catering to the elite. Well, that's what they were accusing the Republicans of doing. You see how confusing it gets? Not for you, Roland. You might know. What about your 1.5 million subscribers? They know. What about your boys? They know. What about people that walk through the streets throughout America because you roaming around all over the damn place? They know. If they know so much, Roland, why were you determined for Trump's lies not to be heard? If they know so much, Roland, because they listen to you, why were you so fixated on standing right there in the audience? And whenever Trump spoke, you came on this show and you said you were going to stand up and scream lies. If they know, because they listening to you and other folks who think like you and know what you know, then you wouldn't have to worry about doing that because they would have consumed your message and they would know he's lying, wouldn't they? You know better. And you know that most people are frustrated citizens who vote, who are mindful of the times that we're living in, and want finite, definitive evidence about which side is right and which side is wrong with no convolution in the equation. And when reports like the DOJ comes out talking about the FBI on January 6th and parsing words like they weren't intentionally inaccurate. Well, why the hell add the word intentionally? You were inaccurate or you were inaccurate? Where the hell intentional comes from? That's a perception. That's an opinion. That's not a fact. That's a report that said they weren't intentionally inaccurate. How can you prove somebody wasn't intentionally inaccurate? That is a thought. It's just me. I know you know what you're talking about in politics. I know what I'm talking about in sports. I just thought that as two common sense people, we could relate to one another feeling frustrated on either side. See, you all the way left, in my opinion. I'm center.
You got that right. He all the
I
way
see
left.
bullshit on both sides. I know you do too. Better than me. The difference is you care a lot more about one side. I don't give a shit about either. I just want as close to the truth as I can get to elevate my level of understanding. I am sorry, Roland Martin, if that was such a bad thing that would get you so riled up that not only did you have to come at me, you had to throw on the cowboy hat to do it. But I like seeing it on you, bro. It looked good on you. Your panel, it is what it is. That's all I got to say about that.
And there you have it, y'all. Some of these folks are wedded to the Democrat plantation and they get out here and they espouse certain things. They represent the blackity blacks and make you think that, oh, it's black this and it's black that, and they anti-white and anti this, that, and the third. Well, we come to find out these folks are paid. These are paid operatives that are espousing paid messages. So they get bent out of shape when they hear messages that are contradicting their messages. Why? Because it make it seem like you ain't doing your job. We paid you to shut the blackity blacks up. What about this Stephen A. guy over here? He talking loud. Why he doing all that barking? Roland, we gave you some money. Now go over there and shut that man up. Do your job, sir. Earn those coins. Or else it won't be no more butter biscuits next time around. There's a great awakening that is happening not only across America, but in subsets of America, smaller communities of America, in the community. And we're glad about it. We're glad to see that people like Stephen A. are raising his voice. He has a large platform. Use it for good, sir. And we hope and we pray that people like a Roland Martin and the like will someday come around. But as long as those butter biscuits are greasy, he ain't gonna come around. As long as the check still clears, he gonna stay right there. He gonna run, tell his Democrat masses that y'all out of line over there, talking conservative, talking MAGA, talking America first, talking God, family, and country. What is all that? That goes against our principles. We want you to be talking about some other stuff. We want you to talk about the Transformers. We want you to talk about men and women's sports. Yeah, we want you to talk about puberty blockers and such. Well, look like this ain't our grandmama's Democrat Party anymore. No, Big Mama wouldn't have voted for that, y'all. This is a whole different situation, and I'm glad to see that there is an awakening going on. I just needed to drop a dime on y'all so you can know. If you ain't connected to the community, Know that there are forces that are clashing, ideas, perspectives that are clashing in the community over the current state of events in this country. Well, may God bless America and may the righteous perspective win. Y'all, let me know what you think about this. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the video so we can get more people involved in the conversation, y'all. And like I always say, always remember and never forget, without the gospel, it's just chops. Until next time, peace.